have a ton of kids, you know? My mom, she's Mexican, she had 4. It's a little above average. My dad, on the other hand, he had 14. So maybe we should be scrutinizing Latinos and not the Latinas. Because all the Latino guys that I know only like 2 things, alcohol and sex. But they're only loyal to the alcohol. Right? No, I only drink Budweiser. No, I only drink Heineken. When it comes to women, it's like, would you be with her? Oh, yeah. What about that one? Oh, yeah. Well, dude, what about that one? Oh, yeah. Dude, she weighs like 500 pounds. 400. I already had a 6-pack. And look, it works like magic. She loses 10 pounds for every drink. 390, 380, 370, 360. Give me a shot of tequila. Let's turn her to Salma Hayek. Give her a shot. Turn me into George Clooney. We'll be one drunk, happy couple. You know, and I think my mom, you know, I don't call my mom enough either. I mean, most of us don't. You know, I don't call my mom enough. That's because, you know, every time I do, it's right away. Why don't you get a real job? Why don't you get married? Why don't you have kids? You know, thank God she wasn't home. That's just the outgoing message on her answering machine. I call it the trauma tape, you know? That's, my mom says the cutest things, too. Like, she's been broken up with my dad for years. And she says, like, you know, oh, your dad, he's such an idiot. He says this, he's that. He couldn't get it up. I don't want to hear my mom say stuff like that. But she would say, you know, what a loser and this. But, you know, your dad could really park a car. That's the one good thing about your dad, is he could park a car. Nobody could park a car like your dad. That's why I stayed with him for 30 years, because he could park a car. My mom, she's got a valet fetish, I guess, you know, valet driver thing, you know, going. And my mom, you know, she's real militant, too, you know. She's really hardcore Mexican, and she's real proud, and so am I, for that matter. But she gets mad at me for the stupidest reasons, you know. It's like one time she made me a bowl of tomato soup, and then she put a bunch of tortillas next to the soup. But I didn't go for the tortillas. Instead, I got a bunch of crackers, crushed them up, put them in the soup. She freaks out on me. She's like, oh, look at you. Oh, look at you eating crackers in your soup like a big white boy. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at, no tortillas for the white boy. Oh, no. I know. Watch out for the white boy. He's gonna call immigration on his cousins. Watch out, everyone. Oh, no. The cracker wants his crackers. The cracker wants his crackers. I'm like, hey, take it easy, Pancho Villa. Take it easy. I didn't know I had to eat a dozen tortillas with every meal to prove I was proud of my heritage. And by the way, Ma, tortillas don't go with banana cream pie. Stop giving them to me with everything. I catch a cold, NyQuil and tortillas. That doesn't work. It actually tasted pretty good, but you know. That's because I'm Mexican. It's an acquired taste. You know, and my mom, like I said, you know, and then on top of which I was like, tomato soup. Since when did tomato soup become a Mexican dish? Yeah, I don't remember Emiliano Zapata and Pancho Villa breaking open a can of chicken noodle before they went into battle. The closest thing they got to tomato soup is